Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Ogre Battle. Now in the last episode, we did a non-traditional strategy and went right up the gut with our princess units leading the way, which I knew was going to be bad since all of the enemy had good characters, and we had a few outcomes as a result of that. Princess Pasa somehow managed to get out of that, only dropping her alignment to 36, so she's not completely evil. But then there's Princess Marion, who, yeah, she's not going to be invited to anyone's Christmas parties. I've also shattered unit number 14, which was Aeolia's. That's the one that had the ghost and the two skeletons and the vampire. The vampire is now benched, and we had Forrest, who was a wizard, but his alignment was 0 also. So I classed him down to fighter and then classed him back up to Black Knight. He still gets to use his high intelligence from the rear, but now he actually gets some solid attacks out of it, and he can be used for the front as well, later on if necessary. It's a weird unit since we have 2 undeads, an evil, and 2 holy units in there, but whatever. So, the next stage, we only have one option. It's Shangri-La, the Temple Shangri-La. It is a sky island. It's the only sky island, if I remember right, that is forced upon you. That is, you don't need to find any chaos gates to access it, and we've got a little bit of work to do in here. But a big story event will happen. Chapter 19, Floating City. The city of Shangri-La is a beautiful floating megapolis. There rests the Temple of Falana, the goddess of justice. She only appears to those who obtain 3 mystic stones. It is said each stone was entrusted to the 3 elders. We don't know who any of these people are, although the 3 mystic stones has been hinted at in previous stages, so we will be getting those shortly. But right now we just have to survive this battle. So like most Sky Islands, we need to be wary of land units who will get chucked off if we're not careful. But more to the point, we have a slight leveling problem. Level parity has grown. We have 5 levels between the weakest and the strongest, so we need to make sure the weakest ones get out there so they can start earning some levels. First up is Blackburn, who is the current weakest unit at level 14. Next up is Pattison, who I'm going to leave him back because since he's so fast, I want to wait for the pursuit units to figure out exactly where I want to place them. Next up is Willis, who I'm going to position just north of this city, just in case the enemy comes this way. Next up is Lion, unit number 15. We're going to position him here in the mountains. Next up is Tess, also level 15. We'll put her in the water. Next up is Annette, level 15. She's low sky. I'm going to bring her over west a little bit, just in case. It's probably useless putting her that way, but it's fine. Next up is Gilbert, another high sky unit. We'll position him over here. Next up is Andre, Unit 12, level 16. He's a plains type. We'll bring him up to these plains. Next up is Aisha at level 16. She is also a plains type. We'll bring her here. So those are all of the level 16 and unders, and that's coincidentally 9 units, which is fine. And we'll adjust from there. Obviously, we will get our boy Lons to be capturing cities once we have a chance. But right now, I want to get our main group together for this and to start gaining some levels. I don't have to worry about alignment here because, without spoilers of who the big bad is of this stage, it's a familiar face, we are going to be dealing with a lot of evil units here, so anybody who has low alignment can start pulling them up, and it looks like the enemy is trying a dual-pronged attack, which is fine. They will lose, especially once Tess and Blackburn get positioned. Although first up is neither of them. Who is this? I forget, but this is the one with 3 dull mages, so the attack children will fight. I forgot to get a count of how many units are in here, because I went high-tech. Rather than using my whiteboard to check my levels, I pulled up an Excel spreadsheet. So, oh god, that is not very much damage my paladins are dishing out. Oof. Oh, that's not good. That's the opposite of good. We still might win the fight on total damage, but... yeah, because of that. And we will most certainly make them leaderless. Okay, well... alright, so that was probably a Pyrrhic victory for the enemy. But the nice thing is that also means that they're going to get a chance to get rocked because Tess and Blackburn are right there, so the enemy is most certainly going to be wiped out. If you want to keep level parity, you have to take your bumps and bruises in this game unless you have correctly and more accurately dealt with everybody's alignments and so forth throughout the game, unlike what I have done. And it's level parity is not that important unless you are shooting for the best ending and you want to make sure that you don't accidentally get too strong. Although we are at a point where if I really wanted to finish this game, and if I really wanted to just blitz through it, at this point, Pasa could be my kill unit, who could just go up the gut, just like we did in the last stage, murder everybody we see, and then Pyro can run around and grab the cities or whatever, or at least we keep him out of the fight, so he sticks to his 100 alignment, and he stays nice and happy and healthy and saintly. I just don't like playing like that, and while I don't believe any strategy is necessarily bad, and certainly if you're speedrunning, that is the way to go, it's just not what I like doing. I like thinking of this in actual military terms by spreading units around and trying to keep everybody about leveled and about the same, and, you know, just kind of... I hesitate to say role-playing, but essentially role-playing the war rather than just using the numbers. In Ogre Battle 64, it is theorized and very easily done to have a character solo the game because your lead can level up so quickly if he's in a unit by himself that only the first few levels are difficult, and then once you get past about level 5 power level, then the game becomes so easy that it becomes boring. And while, again, it's a legitimate way to play, if that's the way you want to play, it's not the way I ever want to play these games. So, I don't. And that's fine. That better be fine. So, anyway, I think we've got things basically well in hand. I guess I'll play this out anyway. I'll at least keep the video going until we get Blackburn and Tess arranged in that lake. And then we'll hold the line until the enemy starts attacking. Or rather, until if we break, then I can worry about cutting back in. So far, so good. We'll just have to burn a lot of items on healing, but that's no big deal. That's also no surprise. Okay. Okay. This is Willis? Willis is at level 15. Wow, he's really... Willis is in good shape. He's doing a lot of power. The enemies are around like 16 and 17 for this, so... he's doing pretty damn good. These werewolves and were-tigers are pretty strong. I'm not really happy with vampires. Maybe I just wasn't using the one I had correctly. But, so that's why I benched him. I'm not too worried about it. He wasn't all that great. But these werewolves and were-tigers are very good, especially at night. And when you're attacked, you're generally attacked on the first night. Like, that's when the enemy finds you initially. Alright, we're going to shift Blackburn to the east a little bit. And we'll shift Tess over to the east as well. That way we can cover both those sides.
Fight it out.
Yeah, so I don't know. I know you can use undead units pretty well, and I vaguely remember the vampires are pretty efficient in Ogre Battle 64, but I just don't remember it for this one. That's not a big deal. You find the units you like. I'm sure there's players out there who specialize with undead units and do great, and that's fine. The reason I pulled them is because I generally don't like night units. The were-tigers and werewolves are so powerful that it kind of offsets the fact they can only attack at night. Even during the day, though, they at least get one attack off, and they're so strong that it's decent. Whereas the vampires are just completely useless during the day, and I think that's where the difference is. So, I may, I'm going to examine Willis's alignment after this, because he also might be having some problems. The fact he's not a mage yet is a little concerning. I didn't check everyone's classes versus their alignment. I didn't shatter the army. But I will check him here in the field and see what's going on. Oh, now that he leveled up, maybe he'll be able to be promoted. Alright, Willis, what's your deal? Oh, you still can't change. Why? You have an alignment of 48. That should be good enough to get him to be an enchanter. Alright, let's change the leader temporarily to the Scarlet, sure. And then we'll class him down to fighter and class him back up to Dull Mage. Okay, well, still, he's in a better position now, so we'll change him back to the leader and we'll see how he does. Hopefully he can be upgraded soon to Enchanter. Fingers crossed. If he keeps leveling up, he should be fine. Well, that didn't last long. Blackburn got the ever-loving crap kicked out of him because he's dealing with an enemy that has 2 dragons. And now Blackburn's unit is at the risk of being on the chopping block, except I think it'll be fine. I'm going to have to level him up some other way. It could just be the specific units I'm dealing with, which is possible. It may not just be level. It might be the fact that these enemies have a Black Knight and 2 Black Dragons in them. I'm going to need to hit a little harder. Yeah, he's level 18. We should be able to do something. So I'm going to change my mind with Blackburn. We're going to bring him this way. And so he's going to act as a flanker while Tess can stay kind of south. Because if Tess can make a unit leaderless, Blackburn can sort of sneak in behind and end it. Because I think Tess will have a better chance against these guys. Let's see how Tess does against them. Then I'll figure it out. You can see that is all the damage we managed to accomplish against this team. Because each of those dragons has 2 hit-alls. But yeah, our Nixies are doing some significant damage. Even if we don't do a kill shot, we might still win this fight anyway. And the octopus hasn't even started attacking yet. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. So now that we've made it leaderless, Blackburn can get in there and do a little damage and start working on it. I don't like using C units as a pursuit unit, but that octopus isn't half bad. Yeah, definitely not half bad. Okay, so I'm going to immediately call a tactical pause. Alright, Blackburn, you need to kind of come this way. Then you need to kind of come this way, and then you need to kind of go this way. He may not get there in time. Yeah, he's already he's losing a step, but that's fine. I'll handle positioning Blackburn, and he can act it to help out Tess and flank enemies and start gaining his levels. Blackburn is the only unit we've got that is at level 14, so he's going to need some assistance no matter what. Meanwhile, Willis is holding the line over here without too many problems. These werewolves are gaining levels and alignment. But our, good God, that was a big hit. But our Dull Mage is still a little on the weak side. He really needs to get his alignment up. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're doing fine here. Unless his alignment's good enough. Okay, good. He gained a level. If he can become an enchanter, then we're good to go. I've already forgotten what his alignment is. 48. Maybe that is good enough to be an enchanter. I guess we'll see eventually. Well, well, well. Blackburn caught him after all. And so now Blackburn should be able to gain a little bit of experience against this half-dead unit. I had not considered how slow it would be moving across the river like that, so... Oh, we're fighting on land? That's a surprise. That's still probably a loss unless we wipe him out, because he has done a lot of damage to us. Yeah. Luckily, he only gets 2 attacks. Come on, Octopi, do better. Guys! Damn it! Ugh! Alright, we'll finish him off in the next one. Oh, you don't see too many draws. When there's a draw, both units are pushed back quite a ways. So I need to get Blackburn back into spot here. So Blackburn is picking and choosing his fights at this point. I've positioned him here, which is a pretty good spot because enemies do come that way. But if we see a unit like this Black Knight with his black dragons, Tiamats, I'm going to withdraw him just a couple steps. But against the softer targets like these wizards with their giants, Blackburn can handle it. Blackburn just needs XP, because if he doesn't get him now, he might not be part of the army for very long. I'm not entirely sure what those units to the right, to the east are doing. I think they were trying to hunt down Blackburn specifically, which is why they're coming this direction. Yeah, they were going to where Blackburn had been pushed. So I'm pulling Blackburn back a little bit. Blackburn is pretty much doing laps around this island. Because I don't want him to be put at too much risk here. Whereas Tess is killing everyone so hard, she may have to be benched before this is over because of how many levels she's gaining. She's already, I think, gained 2, and she was a 17. So if she gains another 1 or 2, I'm going to have to bench her because she's going to be too powerful for what we've got. Which is fine. She'll be prepared for the future. But yeah, see, look at this. She trashes everybody so fast that it's just not in the unit's best interest to keep engaging. Wow, I've never seen a samurai kill himself before. Well, there's another unit kill. That's 7. You have to count how many there actually are. Yep, everyone's gaining levels too. Well, almost everybody. Okay, well, Tess, what are you up to at the moment? 17. Yep, if you get 2 more levels, then you are going to be benched for the rest of this stage, because you're being a little too good there. Since 19 is our highest level, I don't want her to surpass it. So instead, we've got Blackburn. He can probably skip across the land here. Yep. Okay. Yeah. It's fine if they engage Tess. Those Black Knights will hopefully engage Tess, but I don't want her to engage everybody. It's not going to help us very much. Well, this is an immediate problem. Alright, everybody retreat. That means I need to get a cleric up here. Aisha, that's you. Start pushing forward. And then we'll shift, one of the high skies that way. Annette, you're perfect because, first of all, you're low sky, and second of all, the enemies are attacking from the east, not the west, so you can go. Ugh. Alright, and then we've got another this guy coming. Oh, this is awkward. Poor Blackburn just can't catch a break here. Okay, so something kind of stupid just happened. Blackburn was in the middle of the water, lost to that doll mage up there, and he was pushed back onto the Roshian temple that was hidden, which he has now revealed, and he just liberated it. I don't care about a rep. Even if we take the rep loss, it's not that bad. Oh, well, that just offset any rep loss. That's fantastic. I will keep that card. Welcome to the Roshian Temple. 80 years ago, Prince Roshian... What, you already know the story? So the Roshian religion is, well, spread on land. Good, good. Yeah, great. Alright, so since Blackburn is here now, I'm just gonna leave him in the town. I would prefer to put him in the water, but whatever. And then Aisha is trying to hurry her ass up over here to get to this guy, what with the ghosts and the such. Meanwhile, Tess is at level 18, but my bigger concern is I don't want to lose this Roshian temple, because if I do, then that's a reputation hit. So I need to hurry and get a unit over there to defend it. Pattison, what's your level? 15. All right. You know what, Pattison, you head over there. No, don't fly to your exact location. Fly here, but take a step back. That way I've got somebody over there besides Blackburn who is trying to defend things, because he can sort of hold his own against that doll mage, but he can't hold his own against those ninjas. So even this, I'm not entirely sure he'll be able to hold his own on. Let's see how this plays out. But, I mean, if push comes to shove, I'll eat the loss of the temple. It's not a huge deal. If I lose the temple, then I'm not going to bother retaking it until we get a little bit more established here. Blackburn is still just doing laps around the island and not really accomplishing very much. This is not good. I mean, those eaglemen aren't doing shit, but if our octopi aren't landing their attacks... See, if they all land their attacks, then we're good, but... Yeah, that's a lot of misses. Ugh. Well, fuck. Maybe I'll just have to give up the temple. I mean, he's got a chance to get back to it, but... I don't know if he'll get there in time. I'm gonna have to divert Aisha to get in there. No, we lost it and took a big reputation hit. Alright, well, in that case, the problem is that it also gives the enemy a forward operating base to work from to heal themselves. So since I've lost the temple anyway, we're going to pull Aisha over to the east side. That way we don't retake the temple, but we still stay in a position where we can intercept units coming at it. And I need to get Blackburn back into fighting shape. I actually have to use 2 Cure Onks on him. Yeah, this is all I can do. Ugh. I kind of wish I hadn't revealed the temple. Alright, Aisha is finally up here and can engage. So that unit, unfortunately the Doll Mage lost 2 Hawkmen to Blackburn, but she can resurrect him, which she did. Damn it. Alright. I don't think we're going to be in too bad of shape with this unit makeup. Are you set to leader? Oh, crap. Set to... Yeah, set to best. Is that what did I just... Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna go ahead and let this one play out visually. We'll see what happens. But after we get through this unit, if we even beat them... Guys, don't miss. What did I just say? It seems that magic has a higher to-hit chance than physical attacks. In Ogre Battle 64, magic can't miss. If the enemy dodges it, then they just take half damage, which can still add up. But when you need to guarantee enemies are taking damage, having magicians in your party, wizards, whatever, is always the best way to go about it. I haven't quite figured out what I need to do here, unless I play the enemies game and just have a bunch of winged creatures, because they have very high agility. It makes sense. This is no complaint against the game, of course. It is just a discussion of tactics. Oh man, I can't believe Aisha was pushed back. Man, this one unit is going to be difficult to disrupt. Alright, get back in there. I don't want to take that unit. Alright, so now I think she's against that Black Knight down there. That might be better suited for her. Oh yeah, she'll wipe that unit out. Okay, that'll save Tess a little bit. Tess is up to level 18. One more and she'll be benched. I think I'm good for now. Well, let's see where this goes, and then we'll see if Aisha can start pushing again. Hopefully this part's interesting. I'm still trying to hit that balance, man, between not letting the episodes go 2 to 2.5 hours long each, but also I want to have the interesting parts and the interesting little mini battles going on and showing off the game and my tactics. Right now, this stage has taken me a while. I've been in this map for almost an hour already, and we really haven't made that much progress. 11 enemy units are down, so we have made some progress, but we're pretty much make that 12 units. But we're pretty much fighting over this tiny island in the middle of the lake right now. And until I have a decisive victory one way or another here, not a whole lot is going to get accomplished. If we can at least push that Doll Mage off of the Roshian Temple, I can at least look for a half-decent alignment unit on our side to take it. Goodbye. Alright, well, this is... See, now I wish Blackburn could come in and finish this unit. Oh my god, that is so powerful. Was that Eustace? Was that Eustace or was that the other one? Okay, that was Eustace. Her agility is so high, it makes sense that she's getting priority. Yeah, this is why I needed my cleric unit. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. That is unit 13 that is dead. And then Aisha should be able to ride this momentum and get that Roshian Temple. I found a ray of sunshine. Okay, Blackburn finished moving. Let's move him up to this corner. That might trigger the fight. But if Aisha engages instead, which she is, that's fine. Let's Kierank Blackburn. I'm having to eat through a lot of items to keep him up. Aisha should be good, but let's use a cure potion on that front paladin anyway. Better safe than sorry, and cure potions are cheap. Alright. So... Man, this unit is just tough to deal with. Okay, hold. Let's go for a leader kill on this one, because that way, if we can make it leaderless, Blackburn can hunt it down. And it may take a while, but we'll at least be able to start doing some damage. And then it won't be able to go and resurrect anybody. Those enchanters, I've been underestimating how powerful they are. Generally, level for level, you're not going to find an enchanter who can outdamage, say, a mage or even a wizard, but they can do enough total damage to any enemy unit that they win more often than they lose, especially when their front lines are freaking eaglemen who are going to dodge everything. There we go. Okay. So now, no matter how long it takes, Blackburn can try to go hunt them down, and meanwhile Aisha is going to post up in that Roshian Temple and hold it. I'm going to check. Once this gets clear, I'm going to see where she is on the alignment list, because if she is at least in the top 7, then I'll probably take the temple with her. These very tiny reputation hits. Wow, she even lost the fight. Oh my gosh. despite the small reputation hit that we're doing, that we're taking, it's not like we can't make that up. It was a fairly significant chunk total, but it's nothing we can't make up in even one level. All right, let's arrange them by alignment. Oops. Alignment. And, well, she's 9th. It's Pierre and Trans Am. I love that she's got someone. Wait. No, this is a net. Wait a minute. Who's there? Aisha. Where's Aisha? Oh, she's number 3. Okay, good. Okay. Aisha, you take the town. Because that's high enough of alignment that I'll probably gain the reputation back from taking it anyway. And Blackburn, you are safe to engage. Let's see how he does. Now, Blackburn himself, as a Beastmaster, seems to have a higher 2-hit than our Octopi. I don't know if that's a coincidence, but it doesn't seem like it. He seems to be landing almost every attack he throws. Now, see, he should win this because the Eaglemen aren't doing shit. Even that didn't do that much damage. Yeah, all we had to do was land 1, and we'll have done enough damage. Okay, now he finally missed. Of course, now that I'm putting it into the video. Yeah, we've done enough damage that we should have a total damage output better than theirs. I just hope we can take down one of their freaking units. Characters, rather. So close, but we're not getting anywhere on levels. Chase them down, Blackburn. You need experience points badly. Taking that Roshian temple in that island has forced my hand to push the line of control up. And we are holding control, but the fights are getting a little tougher than they need to be just because of bad matchups and these units having low levels. You're going to see a lot of these same units in the next stage or two, probably, as we try to continue pushing their levels up. Like Lion here, he lost the last fight, but it was close. Looking at my chart, Lion is at level 15, so he's getting there. It's these enchanters who are doing that are really kind of messing him up, and the fact we are having a very hard time landing our attacks. Lion, who is a dragon tamer, also seems to be landing his attacks more often than the dragons, which is great, except it's not enough damage to offset that freaking enchanter. But we will get him. We will beat him by attrition, if nothing else. So I don't know what's going on. We've taken out 23 out of 25 units, I guess apparently 26 units. Because there's 3 Dark Knights who are heading this away, which I've never seen before. Are you guys trying to be jerks and circumventing our line of control? Is that what you are doing? Usually I don't see the enemy AI in the original Minecraft. Whoo boy, and I haven't even started drinking yet tonight. I don't normally see the AI in Ogre Battle doing advanced strats like this, so we need to start moving some units back. I did pull back one of our units. I believe it is... oh, it's Willis. We're going to redispatch Willis over here. But I assume those Black Knights are on their way this way. And we're going to have Gilbert kind of pull back here. That way Gilbert is the last line of defense before Pyro gets involved. We've taken a lot of money damage in this one, and we've still got a long map to go, in addition to the fact that I've used a shitload of items. We've burned through 33 Kironks to try to keep everybody up, and Blackburn still isn't in the best of places. He is at level 16, so he's gained 2, but that's not really much of anything. So it's going to be a little bit of a hot minute to mop up these last few guys. I guess I should actually go look for them so I don't get surprised. Where are those Black Knights? They usually go city to city. What? Why are they there? Hold on, are all of them there? What the 3 clerics in the front, 2 dark knights in the back, and it's all of them? Why? Why are you guys doing this? What is your purpose? This doesn't seem like tactics. This seems like confusion. So I'm going to have to see... Let's see, Annette is... I wonder if it would actually behoove me to send in... Ooh, Andre might actually be useful. Well, whatever. We'll, I'm going to attack these guys anyway, and we'll get Willis here. Is Willis, right? We'll get Willis to level 19, and then pull him back if, at that point, we're still going... Of course, they're right at the edge of the Sky Island, so all I have to do is win once, and I'll knock them off. I have never seen the enemy AI do this before in my life. I don't know what they're up to. Well, time to rain bodies from the sky. You know, it just occurred to me what might be going on with this trio of units, depending on how the game is programmed. So we have seen before that sometimes the AI will send in a unit specifically to attack a specific allied unit. I use specific twice in one sentence. So I think what may have happened was these 3 Death Knight units were dispatched, and they were going after Willis, but during that intervening moment, I withdrew Willis entirely from the battle because I dinner belled him. So maybe in their confusion, they didn't know what to do at that point, so they just ran off in some random direction of the map, depending on the coordinates? Maybe? And that's why they're in some stupid random corner? Well, whatever the reason, Willis is absolutely wrecking shit thanks to his ridiculously powerful were-tigers and werewolf and his enchanter abilities. He's really doing well. I'm tempted to replace the angel with a ghost, well, a phantom, or some other undead unit or low alignment unit that fights well during the night, because Willis is absolutely rocking this shit now. He cannot be stopped. So, yeah, we're good. Alright, I'm going to clean up the cities and then hit that boss stage. Boss castle. Words. Gonna do it. Hey, look who it is. It's Yulia. She's Canopus's sister. You may remember her. She was in the 2nd or 3rd stage of the game. Canopus, where are you? Yulia, why are you here? It's dangerous here. I can't just sit and watch everyone else fight. I want to help. Look, I brought you a vitality potion. How thoughtful of you, Yulia. Thank you. It's the least I can do for you. Great. You know, I'm a sentimental guy. Let's actually use that on Canopus. I just have to remember which unit he's in. Temple of Shangri-La used to be the Shrine of Falana, the goddess of justice. There were many treasures in the shrine, but it's all gone because of the war. It's a good hint about who we're going to see afterward. I didn't mean to pull the card, but that's good, because I got reputation boost. Anything we lost during that battle has been offset. I overheard that what the Empire troops were talking about. Do you know why the Empire sought after Shangri-La? So they could drop Shangri-La onto a land called Zenobia. What a dreadful plan. Hurry up and get rid of them. Yeah, they were planning on using the Sky Island as a nuclear bomb. It's, at least with this one, I usually have to ask, but I think in this game, I am safely the good guy. Be cautious on air battles. Once all your flying characters are killed, the other characters will fall down to the ground. In other words, they die. No worries, we've got plenty of air units, and I waged that battle perfectly right in the center of the main island. How did you not liberate that city? You were like an inch away from it. Like 1 pixel. So yeah, I planned that one well. At least I feel so. The commander of the Empire's troops stationed in Shangri-La is a knight in black armor. He's surrounded by evil presence. You look pale. Do you know him? Yeah, we do. Okay, so I need to see which special characters have some special dialogue with him. Looks like Tristan does, so let's bring in Pyro's unit. Pyro himself is level... What are you at this point? 18. Alright. I think he should be alright. His alignment's 100, right? Yeah. And it's not like our opponent here is very weak. So we'll send in Pyro to deal with this, get some dialogue, and send a couple units back for defense. Pyro is all set to end this, especially since we have 834,000 goth. I decided to stick around a bit longer, take the reputation hits, but we need the extra cash to restore all those items we spent. You should have stayed in your own grave. Hello, Garrus, you jerk. Last time I saw you, you were getting the crap kicked out of my sword. With my sword. Yeah, pretty sure that's gonna happen again. You're the Black Knight Garrus. I came to avenge all those you have brought misery to. You're gonna kill me. That's a real joke. You're gonna regret coming out of your grave. Enough with the talk. I'll send you to your maker.
Fight it out.
Yeah, enough of the talk. So, right off the bat, will you burn a magician card so we can get their hit points under control? Did I say a magician card? I didn't mean a magician card. Ooh, that didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping it would do. That was a sizable chunk. But I'm going to keep using tarot cards, because why not? Here's a... What does Judgment do? Holy Light. Yes, let's do that. Okay. Yep, we should be able to take them out from here. Let's target leader. Oh, hi, Ronnie. I kind of forgot you were in the team. Oof. Okay. Holding strong. Kicking ass. Come on. That was weird. The sound effect triggered before the animation. I should do it. Excellent job, Ronnie. Well played, everybody. Again. I lost again. But I'll get you later. Don't get too excited. And look who we've got here. Who's there? Where's Garrus? Kaus? Kaus, you're alive! Norn, is that you? Why? What are you doing here? I'll explain it later. I have to take care of your wounds. What happened to Garrus? Didn't the rebels attack him? Are you okay, Debonair? You're badly wounded. Look at my abs. They heal everything. You're Pyro. So Garrus is dead. I tried to persuade the Empress of her mistake, but I was accused of treason. You were right all along. I know I'm not in the position to ask you, but can I join the rebels? If you say no, you take a massive reputation hit, but Norn surprisingly does not leave you. But of course we want you, Debonair. Thank you. I will be with you until the day I die. Yeah, and if Norn doesn't heal you, that's going to be in about 15 minutes. So again, because I'm a sentimental guy, we're going to put Debonair in Norn's team. That way they can hang out together and do couples things, although I don't remember where Norn is. And I don't think she's in charge of her own unit at this point, but that's fine. Okay, now I'm going to take a look and see if there's anything I have to do afterward. There is not. Or rather, there is nothing that we can do at the moment. So in the next stage... I can't remember if the next stage is going to be a normal stage. I think it will be. We'll see. We're going to have a weird episode sooner than later that's going to be very time-consuming on my part, but it'll be for the best. We're going to win this war and get the best ending. I swear it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.